Hi there everybody, welcome back to the channel. You're watching A Ritter Bit Will Do, and once again we are sitting around the dining room table. I should say the brand spanking new dining room table that we just got today. So if I scratch this,
you're in trouble. I'm
in trouble. We have a new tool. It's a tool from Vevor or Vevor. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce that, but it's Vevor. And they've sent us a heat press. And it's part of the crafting realm, and my wife, Kelly here, is the crafter extraordinaire. You want to explain to YouTube all of the things that you do?
I do. I like to craft a lot. I started out doing a lot of jewelry and then started to make shirts and other things with a Cricut machine, which cuts out shapes and letters. Started out as something I thought I would use more for my classroom, cutting out letters for bulletin boards. And then just really went on from there to create personalized shirts for the kids. And now...
And me.
Yeah. I've made a couple for you as well.
Yes, you have. If you've seen you've seen me wear them, I'm sure. They got the little logo of the Ritter Bit Will Do up on the corner. All thanks to my lovely wife here. She is a crafter. So our worlds have kind of met. Our hobbies. Our hobbyist worlds
have collided in a strange way.
They've collided. So I do the YouTube and tractor related content, and the channel's kind of taken off, and you've been a big part of the channel. And we're at the point now where we're at 15,000 subscribers right now, and we're starting to grow, and my goal for next year is to hit 20,000. And that's not a very hard goal to reach, but I think it's a attainable goal. And as we reach those bigger goals and those bigger milestones, well, now we got to get into some of the merchandise thing, because some people have asked, do you have any stickers? Do you have any t-shirts? Do you have this or that available? And right now, we really don't. However, your Cricut crafting, you just made, how many are here?
There's about 55 there, and those are in a chrome finish. So they're a permanent vinyl that adheres on a decal. And we just kind of thought it would be fun to get some Keep on Tractoring decals out there for...
We have the Keep on Tractoring motto that I frequently say on the tractor or on the videos. I close out the videos with Keep on Tractoring and God bless. And I have one of these on the BX right now. I've shown you some pictures of it before if you've been following the channel. And we're gonna try to sell those or give them away or do a little bit of both. But that's something that you've done on the Cricut. That's a completely separate thing. They're more of an automotive decal, whereas this is not doing the automotive decal. You know more about this than I do, so let's get into it.
This is a heat press, and it is similar in heat to an iron, where you could do iron-on decals. But with this particular model, it uses pressure. So by using this hinge right here, you can pull it down and it provides pressure to adhere that decal onto a shirt. So it gives a much more even press to it. So, yeah.
So you're gonna do a little demonstration for us?
Yeah.
Okay, I got the phone ready. I'm gonna get some up close action shots of what you do.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Okay.
Okay.
So,
we're rolling up close. Here we go. Is that too close?
It's a little close. We're going to start with a shirt that's smaller. If you don't know, John and I have a tiny niece and nephew that are about 15 days apart. And so we thought we'd make them some little shirts.
Why don't you hold up the one you already made? So
we got one already done.
We were practicing.
Wanted to do a practice run with it, so it's all ready to go.
We've got the Ritter Bit Will Do shirt ready to go.
And we're going to add Keep on Tractoring on the back, because we thought that'd be a fun little extra touch on that one.
Yes, it will be.
So,
it's going to be fun.
For this, the best way to do it is to really heat up your pad underneath first, so you're getting that even heat from both sides. So I give it a little bit of time just to warm up the pad.
Oh, okay. So you're just warming up the pad.
Yeah.
One of the crafter secrets.
It tends to work for me. Some people say it's good, some not so much. But then you swing this hinge over to the side. And I actually have just been pulling the pad away So the first time I'm gonna press down, I just want to get the shirt nice and flat and make sure that there's no moisture in the shirt.
And you've got the heat set here at 350, and that timer is 15 seconds, right? That's what that is?
Yep. And I'm not doing any vinyl right now, so I'm not going to use the timer at this point because I'm just kind of preparing the shirt.
You're flattening. You're doing some ironing.
I am doing ironing, something that I choose not to do if I can help it.
Okay. So for this type of shirt, you've got 3 different parts here, right?
I do. And I also got these handy dandy measuring tools that one of my sister-in-laws got me for Christmas that really helped me just make sure that it's got good placement.
That's how that's used.
So
it goes
these,
right along the collar.
Yeah, right along the collar. And there's actually different ones for infant shirts, for adults and for kids. But these were just from Amazon, so we could link these as well.
So my sister got you this, and so they're expecting shirts.
They must be, well, that or they might have seen me create some shirts where my guesstimate wasn't quite right. So they did a good job. Okay. So now I can see where the center is because I've got it matched up with the tag. And this is really helpful because I like to eyeball stuff.
Yeah.
And now I have at least a little bit of a measurement system on there too. So I've got my center and then the circle.
Got a nice little center line.
Yep. And this is going to be that white part you see behind your logo.
Okay, so the lettering.
Yep. And so this is a layered shirt. So it's not a sublimation print, but you can also do sublimation ink with this machine. And the sublimation ink...
You hit the timer there?
I'm going to hit the timer, yeah.
All right.
But sublimation ink is something that you can also do. So this is individual pieces of vinyl that I'm putting on. So it's got a little bit more texture to it, and it's a little bit more of a rubbery texture. Sublimation is when the ink is infused directly into the shirt, and it uses a printer, and then the special printer paper puts that ink right on the shirt after it's ironed on. You can use this with both.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people that do vinyl leave it on for closer to 30 seconds.
And that's on there permanently. You can throw it in the wash machine. It's going to be totally fine.
A lot of people, when they do vinyl, they want it on there for 30 seconds at 350. And eventually I will get there. But because we're layering, we don't want to burn the vinyl.
And here's the tire border.
Yep, so this is the tire border next that we're putting on. We could actually do the orange writing next too if we wanted, but...
Either one.
Either one, because they don't overlap each other, where the tire actually is overlapping. The nice part about this is I can move it around too, because I noticed...
If you don't get it centered here.
Yep. Alright, so we're going to move this back on over again. And you don't want to touch this top part because it does get really hot. The handles, though, are nice to be able to pivot. You can also pivot it with your hand here.
Okay.
All right, so we're right above it.
Yep.
We just crank it on down, and it's really not that hard to push down, which is nice.
Locks in place.
Yep. And then we started the timer.
Yeah, there goes the timer. It's at 350. So, all right. 8, 7, 6. And then it will beep. There's your beep. Reset the timer.
Lift up on it. Of course, you probably want to turn your timer off so that you don't hear that joyful sound.
Okay.
All right, so again, we have that second layer on.
Getting pretty exciting. It's a pretty handy tool. It's a big press. Yeah, I like that it's heavy duty, and as you can see in front of us here, we have some different attachments, and we'll get into that in a little bit, but kind of some interesting things some interesting future endeavors for us, or for her. Is it perfectly centered?
It's pretty close.
It's pretty close enough for a town this big. That's what you're supposed to say.
And you'll notice I put back on the wheel plastic over it because if I was to just do it with the letters, you're leaving some of this exposed. And so then when you put that hot iron right on it, it could melt right back onto your plate of your heat surface.
So you got extra precaution.
Yep, so I just covered it with the other one. I didn't want to get a new sheet of plastic because it's not necessary. Why waste it? And then I'm going to slide it right back in. And we're gonna put it back in for a final press.
This is a great video. You're doing all the work here on this one. You're the expert. Okay.
Yeah, you can set the timer or the temperature for anything, because I know when I've done canvas in the past, like if I've done canvas bags or canvas pencil pouches, I tend to do them at a higher temperature because it has to really fuse to that fabric, and it's a little harder to get it into that fabric so that it's not going to peel off and pick off. With a shirt, I usually stick around 350. It doesn't have to be an exact science for your time, because you can always go back in and iron it. The nice part is if after a couple washes and stuff, you notice an edge coming up or something like that, you can just flip your shirt right back over with a regular iron that you would iron clothes and iron it back on, and usually it'll adhere right back on there.
Oh. Interesting. So that's ready to come off, and the shirt's pretty much done except for the back part, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the fun part is you kind of get to design where you want it to go.
Yeah.
Because you're not going through a company, you're going through, this is a personalized shirt. So everyone's going to be just a teeny bit different today that we're making.
Where did you put
and
that? Did you lose it?
No, I got it right here.
Right there, okay.
I mean, this is a little toddler shirt, so I thought it might be cute to have it right down here.
Oh, that might be.
But because especially up here, if it's for our niece, it might get lost in her hair because that's getting longer all the time.
That is true.
You know, and depending on how fast they're running, we might need a bigger print.
Use your handy dandy little centering tool.
Yeah.
Wherever that is. Pull that.
Well, because it's going.
You're gonna put it towards the bottom.
I think I like it towards the bottom. I mean,
for a kid, I think that's pretty neat.
It's not like they're going to be tucking their shirt in like an adult might.
No, absolutely not.
You don't want to.
You might want to even do it upside down. Might even be. Well, I mean, turn the shirt upside down. That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like put this on upside down, like in case the kid's standing on their head.
Well,
you know, like kids
probably
might
happen
do.
a lot too with my sister's kids. They're very active, but yeah, if you did it that way.
That's probably a good idea. And then I can use this again to center it.
Yeah, get a straight edge. Aha. See, you're laughing at my ideas. Now you've realized they're not so bad. Except that's not upside down.
Now we're actually upside down.
Yeah, now you're actually upside down.
You told me to move the shirt upside down. And look what I do.
That looks really good.
I think so.
Yeah, from seam to seam.
From seam to seam. So I'm making sure it's in there flat.
The foam pad up there.
Foam pad. There are 2 pads in there, which is kind of neat.
And they're thick.
Yeah.
Heavy duty.
They do.
One's like a neoprene, isn't it?
They do retain that heat pretty well. All right.
All right, I got a cool view here. You know.
Can you do that one in slow motion?
Maybe. We'll figure it out. Think that's long enough?
Well, the nice part is when you pull this up, you can also see it's pretty hot right now. If it's peeling up with it, I'm going to want to put that on there a little bit longer.
Okay.
And if it's resisting to my pull, then it also needs to come up. But this part
that's good.
Is all set to go, which is nice.
Nice. Look at that. Ooh, it's warm. Holy cow, how can you touch that?
Well, that's the cool one.
Man, I know. No, I'm not even waiting. No. You do have some dishwasher in hands.
Well, I mean, occasionally you have to get your fingers in there.
Yeah. Burned your fingers enough times, huh?
Apparently. Whoops.
I think you can adjust the pressure too with this top down.
Okay.
So that'll make it more or less pressure.
Yeah, some of those things we'll learn as we use this more. I think I threw in one shirt this afternoon just to give it a try to make sure I didn't make too much of a fool out of myself.
Okay.
Showing you how I do it, but I mean, you might, if you have used these machines before, or even if you just have better ideas, that is okay too.
Well, so this machine by Vevor worked pretty good as a heat press. Yeah. And we're just at the, I'd say we're at the tip of the iceberg. We're gonna mess around with the hat function. With this plate, it's supposed to go like this, and you can press different parts for a hat. You can do the brim of the hat, and you can even do the inside of the hat, right? Kind of like that.
You have options.
All attach it. So we do have some options. And then the machine also comes with, maybe you know more about this, or these are plate presses, right? You can.
Oh yeah. They're plate presses. So you could do like a print onto like a plates
plate,
too.
like a dinner plate, like a decorative plate. And so I think this is a 6-inch. Is that a 6-inch? You got your little measuring tool over there?
Yep.
All right, let's measure it. I'll tell you the accuracy here. So yeah, it's probably
about 6 inches.
About a 6-inch, and I think this one is an 8-inch. So 6-inch or 8-inch plate, if you're into that. And then this contraption, it looks kind of weird, doesn't it? This actually will print on a mug. You got my Cluttered Garage mug here.
We did not make that one.
We did not make this. No, this is from one of my favorite YouTube channels, My Cluttered Garage. But I'm pretty sure it was made using something similar to this. So we have the hat, the plates, the mug, the press itself that can make some pretty cool. You want to hold that up?
Yeah, you got lots of different options.
Look at that. Hold that up. So this is for our niece and nephew. I think they're going to be pretty happy. We got the Keep On Tractoring on the bottom. And that's on there. Really good.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's not coming off.
That's nice. So they'll like that. They're going to be extra cute in those. And if you want any information on this heat press, check out the links in the description. That is all there for you. It's a pretty good value if this is something that you're looking for. And we'll probably feature this on the channel a little bit more. We'll get some more of her crafting skills on the channel too, because I think you guys would be interested in that. So
we'll try to connect.
What do you think of
that? We'll see what we can do.
We'll connect your crafting skills into the tractor YouTube world, and we'll see where it takes us. So I guess, are we all done here?
I think so.
For now. We're all done for now. So until next time, keep on tractoring.
And God bless.